Hey guys, this is Karthikeya Kantwal from Apex FinServe, and we have a new trading week ahead of us. So we are going back to the daily routine uploads. We'll be discussing 5 trades in the equity segment for tomorrow, along with the brief outlook on Nifty and Banknifty as well, using both the option chain as well as technical analysis. So coming to the first equity trade that we have for tomorrow, our regular 5 list from the list, we have SRT Transfin. Now SRT, it has made a clear transition from highs to, it has made a low, it has made a lower high as well, and it made a further low. So the idea now is to take a short position at the closest available swing resistance, which happens to be around 715. So the trade on SRT Finance is going to be short at 715, stop loss going at 725, and the ideal targets being at 1%. Moving on to the next trade that we have is Apollo Hospitals. Now Apollo Hospitals, it seems to be confined to this level of resistance multiple times. So we are going to be betting on that again tomorrow. So the idea for Apollo Hospital is to take a short position at 1430, stop loss going at 1448, and the targets going at 1%. Moving on to the third script that we have, Just Dial. Now Just Dial, it has been stuck in this formation since 3 days now, and it has failed to close the candle, or the price has failed rather, to close under these levels, which would have completed the triangle formation, descending triangle. But since that is not happening, we are assuming that the available demand here is not weakening by any manner. So we'll be taking a long position when this trend line breaks. So the idea is to take a long position above 376. So we'll be buying over 376 with the stop loss going at 372 and the ideal targets being at 1%. Moving on to the next script, we have PEL, Piramal Enterprises. Now this is just going stronger and stronger. It is relentlessly going up, it's simply not stopping. So we are going to be along for the ride, we are going to try to jump along for the ride on this one. We'll be trying to take a long position at a dip near the nearest or the closest swing at 1420, the stop loss going at 1405, and the targets being 1%. So the trade on PEL for tomorrow would be to take a long position at 1420, stop loss at 1405. The last one that we have is IndusInd Bank. Now IndusInd Bank, again, it seems to be, it had a very strong up move. I told you guys it needed a deep correction for this to be sustainable, but instead of going into a deep correction, it seems to have transitioned into lower highs. So the idea now is to take a sell position at 550, stop loss going at 558, and the targets being 1% from entry point as usual. Moving on to the indices that we have, Nifty and Bank Nifty, using both the option chain and charts. So coming to the charts for Nifty, as I told you guys, it seems to be stuck, and it's still right there between 10,820 and 10,700. Unless and until this range is broken, Nifty is not really going anywhere. Break of this range, or the direction of break of this range, is going to be deciding the short-term trend for a couple of days or even until the expiry for Nifty. When we come to the option chain, it is further cemented that we have the immediate resistance at 10,800 with 1.3 million added contracts. We have the immediate support at 10,700 with 800,000 contracts. For significant levels, we have resistance at 10,900 with 1.4 million added contracts. For significant support, we have 10,600 with roughly 930,000 open interest added. When we talk about the PCR for Nifty, the PCR for Nifty comes out to be at the PCR of volume, the PCR of volume comes out to be at 0.9, which again is in the mild bearish territory. So as per the option chain, honestly, both these sides are looking pretty strong. There's no clear weakness among either side. So we need to wait unless the candle breaks these ranges and closes above it or under it to decide what trade to take in Nifty. But until then, you can definitely play some ping pong trades in Nifty using Fibonacci levels. To understand how to use Fibonacci on this exact chart, I explained it to you guys on the Fibonacci video that was uploaded recently. If you have missed that video, I'll be uploading a link in the description so you can watch that out, learn how to apply Fibonacci retracement tool, and use that to plan a trade on Nifty for tomorrow. Now moving on to Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty again seems to be in a range. It is stuck between 22,300 and 23,700 point range, but pretty usual for Bank Nifty, no problem there. When we talk about the support resistance levels for Nifty, we have immediate resistance closest at 22,500 with over 200,000 added open interest, and important resistance at 23,000 with roughly 500, not 500, sorry, 460,000 added open interest. For the support side, we have immediate available support at 22,000 with 124,000 added contracts and significant support at 21,500. Now, I would prefer to plan out a trade somewhere near 22,100 or 22,800, just so that I can have the backing of the OI as well on either side. So it would give me a good RR, as I explained earlier. So these are my personal biases on Bank Nifty. When we talk about the PCR from the option chain for Bank Nifty, the PCR of volume, the PCR volume comes out to be about 1.02, which in my opinion is very bearish, but this is the PCR of volume, so this is from the option buyer standpoint, not from the option writer standpoint. So the option buyers are relatively bearish when compared to the buyers, because the option writers have still written some puts, not some puts, rather it is more or less equal in number. It is almost half, but it's not really that bothersome since it is a fresh expiry. We'll wait a couple of days, Monday, Tuesday, at least tomorrow, if not Tuesday. We'll wait until tomorrow's end of market, so that we have a strong option chain with at least 70-80% of maximum participation from the writer side as well. So this is all that we had for today, guys. As always, if you like the content that we have been posting, like, share, subscribe, and if you are subscribing, do not forget to click the bell notification icon so that you are reminded every day that we upload the video during the night time. Also, if you want any of these charts, if you want the open interest analysis or the OI analysis that we just discussed of Bank Nifty and Nifty, you can head on to the Telegram channel @ApexFinServe, where all of this is uploaded every single morning before 9 a.m. just for you to use as a reference or to use as added confirmation for your own analysis. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and I hope you guys start the week on a good green trading session tomorrow. That's all that we have for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.